College football coaching news today. We have former Browns offensive coordinator Todd Monken is being added to Georgia's staff. James Cooley has been the Bulldogs offensive coordinator the last few years. And it's been a pretty mundane offense for the Bulldogs, but pretty run heavy. Jake Fromm kind of managing that. And they're going away from that. James Cooley is going into a different role, and we're getting Todd Monken in to be the play caller, to be the offensive coordinator. And I think this is a huge step for the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, Georgia for the longest time resembled LSU in the pre-Joe Brady era, the Les Miles era, that whatever you want to call it. You know, good defense, elite athletes, but the offense was run-oriented and not a whole lot of explosiveness to it. And it would get them so far, but it could never get them over the hump. And Georgia had to see what LSU did this year. They had to see what adding Joe Brady and revolutionizing their passing attack has done to get LSU into the national championship game and win it. And Georgia has to say, we need to follow suit. And they did that with Todd Monken. Monken had been bouncing around a few places. He had been with the Browns this past year. He had been with Tampa Bay prior to that and had these huge numbers, big vertical passing attack. We saw Fitzmagic with the Buccaneers, and a big part of that was Monken's offense. He had success at Southern Miss as a head coach, and even he had some big years at Oklahoma State as their offensive coordinator. So I think this is a smart move by Georgia. They need to get into that next level, and now they can get away from that kind of, 3 yards and a cloud of dust offense, and get back into the modern day. We'll see if they have the same effect that LSU had. LSU also had guys like Jamar Chase and Terrence Marshall and Jefferson kind of emerge along with Joe Burrow as their quarterback. Georgia is getting Jamie Newman from Wake Forest. He's shown the ability to, play quarterback at a high level. Can he take that next step in this offense, and can Georgia get their skill players developed? They've had some talent, McCole Harmon, Riley Ridley, among others. So I like this move by Georgia, and you're going to see some of these teams that maybe thought they could win on defense alone say, hey, if we want to be that next LSU, we're going to have to upgrade and be an explosive offensive team. So it'll be curious to see how Kirby Smart, if he lets him turn it loose, I have a feeling is going to, but should be interesting times down in Athens the next couple of years.